The effort, the fight of our team kind of play a really, really talented Columbia team. I think, credit their coaching staff and everything that they do. Credit just how they play, how disciplined they are. But I'm proud of us. It's really nice to get Nay back in the flow with us. And our team is evolving. I can promise you that we're one of the best 2-9 teams in America, and hopefully we can show it soon.
You mentioned Nay. Just thoughts on her career high for her. Also probably a nice little physical welcome back for her a few times on the floor. But just your thoughts, how she did tonight and what she adds to the team.
Yeah, Nay's fearless. She's a veteran. She's older. She's confident. She's able to create her own shot. She can play 1 through 4. She's a mismatch issue. Hopefully, as she makes her first shot, so she's comfortable. As she gets more and more comfortable, we can just find a way to work her in with what we're doing.
A consistency thing we've talked about in the past with the offense. India just kind of not shooting the ball well tonight. Just the 6 points from her. Nahadi with the 9. Just seemed like everyone was trying, except for Nay, was struggling to find her rhythm tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, India's shots are going to fall. I know that about her. Same with Hadi, just some unlucky things turnover-wise as far as offensive fouls. We're getting to the point of the season where we're being scouted too. So, people know our tendencies, and we have to find a way to create shots despite, the film. I'm sure we'll definitely be ready for conference play, though.
Thoughts on the turnovers? 17 tonight. Kept it kind of even with them being 4-16 yourself. But.
I've coached a game where we've turned it over 30 times. So, ultimately, progress, not perfection. We set our goal as 4 a quarter. So I'm actually not overall that disappointed with the 17 turnovers.
Can you talk to me a little bit about what you guys worked on over the break and if you saw what you did in the game?
Yeah, a big part was just our conditioning, how we want to run, how physical we want to play. We're trying to get some paint points. Obviously, lost that battle 42 to 20, but I think credit a lot of that to their 28 offensive rebounds. So clearly, we haven't worked on rebounding enough, which will be a big point of emphasis moving forward as we hit CAA play.
As the number 58 team in the nation, how did Columbia challenge you guys?
The number 58 team, I didn't know that, so I guess that makes me feel a little bit better. I think that their size at every single position is something that we can't replicate. From their point guard being 5'10" all the way, everyone's about 6 feet and they play really big, they play strong, everyone can shoot a 3. They average almost 8 to 9 a game. So technically we kept them under their 3-point shooting average, which is a positive, but they're just disciplined. And they run their stuff really well. They have multiple actions and 60 rebounds they put up on us. That's hard.
Points in the paint as well for them, 42. Obviously, without Kayla still and AJ and Deja on the floor, just your thoughts on that and how to shore that up.
We got to rebound the ball. We have to grab the ball. We have to find a way to come up with some of these loose balls. Nay, 0 rebounds, not good enough. And I'm going to tell her, I'm happy that she's back, but 0 rebounds in 27 minutes is just unacceptable. We just have to be tougher. We have to grab the ball, and it has to be a point of emphasis.
Did your guys' offensive approach change from battling behind for most of the game?
Honestly, we're trying to simplify things because a big part of when we were turning the ball over, we're trying to run some complex action. So we're trying to simplify things, get the ball inside, trying to get post touch as best we possibly can. But no, not really.
Coach, Jenna Hadfield with the Next. I got 2 questions for you.
Sure.
And I came in a little late, so sorry if this repeats something. But that 12-0 run for Columbia toward the end of the first quarter. You've talked about some issues kind of throughout the game, but that specific run, what do you think was the biggest challenge there?
Well, first things first, we knew that we were going to have to guard the 3-point shot, specifically in transition. So, they killed us in a couple threes there. We were playing a little bit shorthanded in that first quarter for team reasons, obviously. So that posed a couple of challenges there as far as they're putting full court pressure on the court. They were pressing us some. We turned it over way too many times. So we weren't able to really stop the bleeding in that first quarter, but credit us as far as we didn't lose any other quarter by more than 5 after that first.
And then just want to ask you about, is it Kadi?
Hadi. Mm-hmm.
I know she's, stat-wise been coming on pretty strong the last, 4 or 5 games. What have you kind of seen from her as far as how she's settled in and been able to be so effective over the past month or so?
Of course, her size, her physicality, her athleticism. Being a freshman, she's going to make some freshman mistakes, and we're learning and growing through 2 freshmen that are playing a high level of minutes. So with that, the growing pains are coming. But just with her being 6'1", 6'2", the ability to block shots, push the ball full length of the floor, it's great to see.